Excuse me. So today we are going to share on how we process our report of marriage since we got married through online by Utah in Salt Lake City. And that online marriage, even we have to report it through consulate, Philippine consulate in San Francisco. So in their site, you have to download their forms, and uh, below to that there is also a PDF file that the checklist requirements that you have to comply. So on my part, on that time he was in America and US, and I was here in that time by that time in
Philippines.
and that time I'm here in Philippines. So
This was the year.
that was year 2020, last year 2022. So I comply first all the requirements and here in Philippines, and then before I send it to him. So I comply my part first as a wife. So first checklist was is five forms of report of marriage application. So you have to comply that, and since we are online marriage, so it should be on my part notarized. I have to notarize it, and he need to notarize that to the form. So there is two notarization on my part and his part on that form, five forms. And then second is the we have to attach our marriage license aside from the checklist requirements. So we have to attach our marriage license or marriage certificate. And then since we are online marriage, we have to comply uh, an affidavit of online marriage. So I just google it, and yeah, and I just check on how to do it, and you can do it too if you are online marriage. So after that, just I on that online marriage, I put name of my husband because he is the one who will apply. I was just the one who what is it, type it, or who
Prepared.
prepare it, but it was on his name, so he needs to notarize it and sign it like this. Say goodbye. Like that. So next requirements. So this one, the report of marriage, should also you should also comply a what is it, Papa? I just edit that.
Oh, that is stuff.
No, it's okay. You should comply a one original for the affidavit of online, one original and the four photocopies. So, by the way, on the form application form of a report of marriage, I what I did is I make six copies because once you go to once you notarize, some attorneys they get one copy, so
They keep one copy for
they
themselves.
keep, yes, and so in order that you have an exact copy, much better. Okay, so next requirements are your certificate of live birth or birth certificate. It should be PSA copy, original, and the four photocopies. Next requirements, it's on my part. My valid ID, your valid ID, the same, five photocopies. Next is I also attach my barangay certification as that can be prove that I am a Filipino citizen because they need that too as a proof that you're a Filipino citizen. As five photocopies, and I send the original copies too. And also, in order that they will not gonna return our papers, I also took a certificate of no marriage in a PEZ, or Philippine National Philippine Statistic Authority. I also took a copy of certificate of no marriage of myself, and I took a copy of myself and on himself, certificate of no marriage that can prove that he is not married here in Philippines and I am not married here too.
Yes.
You should photocopy that, 4 photocopies, and send also the original copy of both. In the checklist, if you are annulled or divorced, you should also attach your papers in your application. And once you already comply it, I also made a cover letter. And you have to make a cover letter. I just Google it, and in your cover letter, it's also on how you arrange your papers. It's also the same on how you put in the cover letter, because they are very strict. And once I already complied that, I make sure that you comply everything, because you have to send it to your husband or your wife. So I complied all the requirements. I check first, double check everything, and I send the original to him to in case that it's needed. And then I went to LBC, which is the courier I use, which is faster, and I paid like 1,800 for that,
Pesos.
for the documents, 1,800 pesos for the documents. And he got my papers for just 1 week. And then when he got his paper, he needs to notarize the form the application form, notarize. And then he need to notarize I need to also, since he is divorced, he need to attach his papers too, one original copy and 4 photocopies for that. And you also have to
To the embassy.
you also need to
$25 money order.
$25 postal money order.
Yes.
It's a check payable to the Philippine consulate. Cash or a personal check, they will not gonna accept. It should be a money order.
Yes.
It's a non-refundable processing fee. And then your husband, when he get all the papers requirements, he need to also get a return envelope like this,
Yeah. Self-stamped.
self-stamped return envelope. This is what he got, self-stamped. So there's no, he need to put the name here, and then should be blank here. So this is the return envelope. Should also inside the big envelope. In what did you use? USPS?
Yes. Yes. U.S. Postal Service. I got an envelope, a little bit large. I mean, smaller than this 9 by 12 inches,
Yes.
so it would fit in.
So that's all we did.
Yeah.
That's all the requirements.
And how long did it take the process at the embassy?
It takes 3 months, and you have to follow up. And once they approve, because sometimes if there's some papers that file up, they will return your papers, and
Right.
they would say that, oh, there's a lack of your requirements. So once it's approved, they're gonna put a seal here like this, and a sign of a consul, and a date. So we get approved like 2 months, and then 2.5
Yeah.
years. And then once you get approved, they will return all the originals to to the applicant. They will return it back. So don't worry about those originals that you sent, because you will get it back as we get our originals too. And so if you have any questions, you can ask us, especially to this online marriage who need help. We are willing to help. And so that's all for this vlog. I hope you learn from us or you get an idea from us. So,
Yes.
do you have anything to say?
No, that's all.
Uh,
Really feel free to ask any questions. Maybe we skip something, but I think everything was mentioned. But if you want a little bit more detailed information, I hope we can answer.
yes, and I am going to attach in this video about how I uh, fill out the form through the PDF, the report of marriage form in a
Yes.
Philippine consulate in San Francisco.
Yes.
So that's all. Thank
Okay.
you. I hope you like this
Hopefully it helps
video.
you out and you don't have to hire a attorney and pay the big fees.
Yes.
If you follow the questions, it's pretty understandable, pretty simple.
And
Yeah.
our expenses was just like just the by the way, the notarized I just paid every form like 150 pesos. The other one they asked 500, so I was like, oh, it's expensive
Yeah.
because when they know that, oh, it's American, so it's 500. So I was like, oh no. So I was looking for somebody else, so they only ask 150 in each form. By the way, don't forget to notarize the form because that's really important because the uh, consulate will return it.
Okay.
For the report of marriage form, just download a form from the Philippine Consulate of San Francisco. Then download it using the PDF file. Then you should have a PDF editor so that you can edit it through your phone like this. Example, these are the names, examples, name, just put down. That's how I did on our report of marriage because I was the one who filled out all the forms and comply all the requirements first because I had to send it out to America through LBC. Hari ng padala. So middle name of the wife. Then number 4, date of birth, husband. These are samples only, huh? Okay. Then let's check. Place of birth. Let's say Virginia. Virginia, USA. Okay. Let's say, for example. And then for civil status, if your husband was divorced, you should put a divorce there, and then or annulled if he was married and annulled. You should not marry because you are applying for a report of marriage. And then for a husband that annulled, you should put annulled, not married. And for divorced, should put a divorced. And then for a wife, if divorced, if annulled, if single. Then in citizenship, just fill out Marcan, Filipino. Then for a naturalized date and place of registration, I put it in A or not applicable. And for wife too. And then for the religion, my husband have no religion, so I put on his, I fill out on his form as in A, not applicable. And this one just put Christian or Catholic. Okay, date of marriage. Kailan kayo ikakasal? Kailan ang inyong kasal? Kailan kayo kinasal? Place of marriage. Then the rest. Then there's just fill out the rest, just easy. And then on my side, kasi I was the one who processed everything, all the papers here. I notarize, and then it should be notarized before you send out all the papers to your husband, and he will be the one to send it to the Philippine Consulate of San Francisco. But you will notarize, and he will notarize it when it's arrived there. So you have to tell him to notarize it before it's being sent to the San Francisco Consulate. Okay, so these are the checklist. Just provide what needed to comply and wait for the approval.
All right,
Okay,
guys. That's all for today.
That's all for today, and thank you.
All of you have a great day.
God bless.